chapter 5, which is the red root. And we're going to, from now on, be talking about the different colors.
Yes.
So let's talk about the red root. What is the
Yeah.
essence of this chapter?
Oh, I love the root. So this is the color red. Let me just unpack it for you. So the color red, as you can see on this chart, it connects to the adrenal glands. The adrenal glands are connected to our sense of fight or flight, our ability to survive. And so in the body, we're thinking of stability, structure. What makes us really physical and grounded? So in the rainbow diet, I talk about red as the physical color. It alerts us. I mean, look at a stop sign. A stop sign is red. We're getting a reaction. There's a reason why that stop sign is red. There's a lot of market research that goes into colors and how they're used in the environment to sell things, all of that. So red is about our immune system. It's about our ability to be physical. And so many people actually need more red because, or they have too much red. They have too much inflammation. So they're on that spectrum with red. And so in the rainbow diet, I talk about overactive, which would be inflammation, underactive, which would be immune system is not working as well. And we don't have a good sense of our boundaries. And as a result, we can't properly mount a stress response. Like this happens with people. And sometimes even in Chinese medicine, they talk about how yin and yang work together. We are so yang, and then all of a sudden we can't do that anymore. So we become yin. And so it's very similar with the color spectrums. So all things protein, like when you're seeing me, you're seeing my root because it's my skin, it's my hair, it's my nails. That's why I don't paint my nails, because I always want to see what is my skin doing, you know, and keep things clear on the skin so that you can see what's constantly changing in your immune system. You spoke about hives before we jumped on. I mean, that's such a root type issue. It's like an alert. Your body's responding in red through your skin, telling you we need to be vigilant. There's something in our environment that we're responding to, right? It's like the body speaks in red. It lets us know. And I love it for that reason. I mean, I had a client tell me once, she said, all illness, all symptoms are a call to really something bigger, right? It's almost like the Western form of meditation. So anyway, to honor our root, moving along that, if we look at what does this mean deeper, it means it's connected to our sense of tribe. It's a very tribal blood. Think of blood, you know, are you my blood relative? You know, there is that sense of, are you part of me, my DNA, and how that connects. That's why I think that there's so much of a resurgence into things like ancestral nutrition. People are looking for their root. I mean, look at Americans. They're always looking, where are my relatives? Because they don't feel like that sense of anchoring. So protein anchors us. Red foods contain, you know, I talk about the color code and how each of the colors of food connect to something. So red colored foods helping to reduce the red of inflammation. And whenever I give the rainbow diet presentation, I talk about the studies of all of those things. But in the interest of time, we probably have to speed up through the colors. So.
No, I want to get this great information out. And by the way, for those of you who are listening or watching, you know, check out the book. We're going to be putting it in the show notes because there is just such great information here. It can truly be the foundation of your health going forward in a fun way. So what are your favorite red foods before we dive into the next color?
Yeah, goodness, it's always changing, but pomegranate lately. In fact, I just, pomegranate, there's so many good studies on pomegranate and even pomegranate juice, like 50 milliliters, like a small shot for helping with inflammatory markers. Strawberries are in season now. It's summertime. So strawberries are rich in a number of different phytonutrients, which help with inflammation. Tomatoes are also out there. They're not my favorite. I know for some people they do really well with tomatoes. I don't personally. They've always been a food I've been reactive to, and I become a tomato if I eat tomatoes. I don't eat that one.
It might be the nightshade effect, right?
It might be the what effect?
The nightshade effect?
Yeah, it might be something that I'm reacting to, but I don't react to other nightshades in that way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so if I eat potatoes or eggplant, I'm pretty good. But tomatoes, maybe it's the acidity. I don't know.
Okay.
So lots of different red foods to choose from. And by the way, one of the things that I need to give this to you, Rena, is I created a color wheel because one of the things that I believe is that out of sight, out of mind.
Mm-hmm.
So, but if we do see it, we remember it. And when we know better, we do better. So I've created a color pinwheel with some red foods. So when you go shopping, to look at this and say, oh yeah, that's right. I could be getting pink grapefruit. I can be getting watermelon. I could be getting red carrots. I actually saw red carrots in my supermarket some weeks ago. So I think if we don't explore and we're just running in and buying our groceries and running out, we miss kind of again, making sure that we're getting the variety. And so using this as a way to, and I have this in the Rainbow Diet, I have shopping lists of the
Oh,
different
wonderful.
foods and just reminding people what some red foods are, just like you asked me.
Oh, wonderful. That's great. We'll see if you can put a link in there as well in the show notes.